Today we're doing mean absolute value, and so it spells mad if we look at the first letters. Okay? So, we are down here on the front side of our notes. The M stands for mean, which is the average of the data set. The average of the data set. Absolute, those of you who did the calculator practice, you actually played with the absolute value. It's the absolute value. And it is how far the number is away from 0, and it's always positive. So now think of this. If I say, how far is -3 away from 0 on the number line? What would you say? 3. You didn't say -3, did you? You just said 3. Okay? So it's always going to be positive, and deviation means the distance. Okay, so now we're going to come over here. And mad is the mean of the distance of each value in the data set from their mean. That just sounds like a lot of confusion, doesn't it? It's not. It's very simple. You've already done step 1. Turn over on the other side. Step 1. You find the mean of of all the values in this set of data. So guess what we did? We added them up, and then we divide by however many numbers there are. If there were 12 numbers, you divide by 12. If there was 4 numbers, you divide by 4. You've already done step 1. We did that as our bell ringer. And on step 1, you added them up, got 72. There are 8 numbers, so we divided by 8. And you said our mean is 9. Okay? Don't stop there. MAD is 3 words. Mean, absolute, deviation. You have 3 steps. So that might help you. Okay? Step 2. You're going to find the distance of each value from that mean. So you're going to subtract the mean from all the values and find the absolute value. This is always positive. Okay, so look how simple this is. Tomorrow on your test, you're going to have your normal, I got it, maybe, or I have no clue, which there should be no, I have no clue since more than half of your test is 6th grade TEKS. Okay? On the back, I made you cute charts. So you're going to be able to have it where it's nice and neat and you don't have to worry about that. Okay? So, you're going to do on your test just like we're doing now. We add them up, then divide by however many there are. Whatever our mean is, we are going to subtract that all the way down. Whatever you get as your mean, you put in your column all the way down with a subtraction sign. Okay? Now, everybody pick up your calculator. And I literally should make you write this that middle column like this. These are absolute value signs. And the first number minus 9. But I'm not going to make you do that. Okay? I think you can say 3 minus 9 and hit enter. Right? Okay. So everybody hit 3 minus 9 and hit enter. Okay, it gave you -6, but remember we want the absolute value. And absolute value is always positive. So if it's negative, you're going to ignore that negative sign. Okay? So we are going to put a +6. So you're just pretending that's an elementary subtraction problem, and all you see there is 3 minus 9, and you ignore the negative sign and put a +6. What is 6 minus 9? Okay, we're not going to say negative because they're all positive. Six minus 9 is another +3. Yeah, because that last column is always positive, so we just ignore the negative side. 7 minus 9? 2. 8 minus 9? 1. 11 minus 9? 15 minus 9? 16 minus 9? Perfect. Okay, so was that hard? The last column, you're going to take the mean again. You're going to pretend you're back in 6th grade. So like middle column was maybe second if you're just subtracting, right? You've even got a calculator. So you're going to add up all those numbers. Not the total. So you're finding the mean of it. You're adding up the third column because you're finding the mean of the third column. What did you get as your total when you added? 30. How many numbers did we have? 8. Okay, because look, whatever you divide by here, it's going to be the same number. Even if you have zeros in there, okay, it's going to be the same number because 0 is a number. Now you're going to do in your calculator, 30 divided by 8. And that's your MAD. That's your mean absolute deviation. So all it is average, subtract, average, you're done. Take your mean, subtract, mean, you're done. So you're going to have one that's already set up in a table for you on your test. You're going to have one that's just a list of numbers that you can just put in your cute little boxes I'm giving you. And you're going to have one like the little piece of paper with the dots on it that Coach Cole gave you that we're fixing to go over. So if everybody will get that little one out so you'll know exactly the types that are on your test. Okay. So everybody find this paper on your desk. Do you see every other one that is numbered 42? So what's the next line? 43, good. So everywhere there's a dot, you're going to write that number in your numbers. So we have, first dot is at 43. Divide by 8 is 3.75. Okay, we have 43. Where's my next dot at? 46. Where's my next dot at? 47. Where's my next dot at? Perfect. Ooh, look at the next one. What are we going to do there? You write it twice. There's 2 50s, so you're going to write 50, 50. If there were 3, you'd write it 3 times. What's your next one? 51. Where's your next one at? Perfect. Your next one? And your last one. Now tomorrow I did not count to see if I gave you extra boxes, so you might not use all the boxes when you write them down. Okay? I just made you a nice cute little box thing to use, and they're all that have the same lengths and numbers. Okay, numbers down. What is step 1? Add them up, then divide, right? So add them up, get a total. Okay. What did you get when you added? 500. So really the only mistake you make is putting a number in wrong, and that's what's going to throw you. Okay, so be careful. So 500. How many numbers do I have? 10. So that's my bottom. That's my divisor. And what do I get?
50.
So they want you to put your mean up here up top. Your mean is 50. So you found your average. That's step 1. What's step 2? Subtract your 50 all the way down. Okay, 43 minus 50. 7. 46 minus 50.
4.
47 minus 50.
3.
49 minus 50.
1.
50 minus 50.
0.
50 minus 50.
0.
51 minus 50.
4.
53 minus 50.
3.
3. Be careful. 53 minus 50 is 3. 54 minus 50.
4.
And 57 minus 50.
7.
Perfect. Now, remember, what I divided by here, 10, I will also divide by 10 there. Even though they're zeros, zeros are numbers. Okay? So go ahead and add those up.
It's not staying in
What'd you get when you added?
36.
30. And what is 30 divided by 10?
3.
Perfecto. See how simple? Okay, so let's get some stuff off your desk by gluing in our note spiral, and then we'll come back and start our work. number 5 will be mad. Number 5 will be mad. So I go here. Number 5 will be mad. And I go to page 5. Now, take your little mean, medium, mode, and range that gives you all your nice how to do it. And you're going to put this at the very bottom. This should be right beside your ordering numbers. Don't skip pages. Yours should look just like mine. 4 should be right here on the left-hand side. Okay. Everyone take this paper. And you're going to do this. Everybody take this paper. And you're going to fold it in half. So it looks like this. So you should have a blank side on the back and it should say the cute mat on the front. Okay, now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put the words to the words. Okay, this is what I did. Watch me. I took the words to the words and folded it. So I have blank where I can glue. Okay, so your word should be inside. I'm going to put glue on the back of that and glue it down. Now I can still open it up and look how nice that is. I didn't glue any of my words down. Now you're going to take this one you just did, that we just finished, this one, and we're going to glue it on top. Ooh, not upside down though. And we are going to title that Mad. Okay, now get out the paper that you picked up from the back. This is today's assignment. That will be homework if you don't finish. Do when you walk in, but you won't put it in the basket, and I'll tell you why shortly. We will actually walk around and check it. Okay, look how kind they were on that piece of paper. They already have them already written down for you. No big deal. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to add up all that left-hand column. Add it up. What did you get when you added it up? Perfect. 471 many numbers do I have? 5. So to take the mean, I add and divide by however many numbers I have. And how many? I have 5 numbers, and what did you get when you divide?
94.2.
Now, you cannot round. Whatever it gives you, you have to use. Okay? Whatever it gives you, you have to use. So you're going to write that right up there, because that's where it wants it. Once I've found my average, or my mean, what do I do in the middle column?
Subtract it.
Subtract it. So I take minus 94.2, minus 94.2, minus 94.2, all the way down. So let's subtract. What is 90 minus 94.2?
4.2.
What is 95 minus 94.2? What is 88 minus 94.2? Perfect. 100 minus 94.2. 5.8. 98 minus 94.2. 3.8. Now what do I do? Add them all up. And I'm still going to divide by 5 because I still have 5 numbers. That never changes. What did you get when you added them up? What is 20.8 divided by 5?
4.2.
Now, what you're going to do, your homework as assignment is show your work that you show in your work. See how simple that is? Now watch. Once you finish the entire paper, this is what you're going to do. So tomorrow, this is the reason you're going to leave this on your desk. And you will have this open. Once you open it, it will be in your drive. Okay? And you do not even need internet for your drive. Plus your paper's right there. Now, you will go and it says mean absolute deviation. Now watch this. Everyone in here should have 100. Just watch what it does. So we said our mean was 94.2. So you would type in 94.2. Hit enter. Look what it does. It turns green. If it's wrong, it'll turn red. So what you will do tomorrow is you will shrink that. Coach Cole and I will walk around. You'll have the paper on your desk. If it's all green, we know you made 100. See how easy it is for us to grade it tomorrow? Okay, so you can see where it is shaded. This right-hand column is where you put your answers. You won't have to put, you're not putting the difference in. Okay? But on the sum, don't put the divide by 5. On the sum, you would have just put 20.8. Oh. Maybe. Come on. 20.8. Hit enter. Don't put the divide by 5. Okay? So do you see why this should be an easy 100? Because if it turns red, what do you need to do? Fix it. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. That's our, I think, 15 or 20-minute bell. That's usually a nice one when we have it during this class. Yeah, you've got about 15 minutes. This is what's going to happen. If you did not turn in your paper from yesterday, you need to get that done before we leave this class so I don't have to call home tonight and say, your child did not do 6th grade work. And they'll say, and I'm going to put in parentheses, yes, I know they're in 8th grade. Okay? If it's at home, guys, you've got to bring your stuff. You're responsible for bringing your assignment. So right now, it's 10 points late because that's district policy. And I'm giving you the option to get it in here before the end of the period so you don't lose that 10 points. Okay? You need to go into Google Classroom. You need to make sure you're in 4th period because that's the class period you're in. Okay? You should be able to hit the Google Classroom. I had somebody last period, I said, you haven't turned it in? He goes, yes, I have. And I said, look, I'm showing you a 0 because he downloaded another class period. You have got to have your stuff in 4th period. Got it? Okay, so that is what you're working on first. If you were amazing and turned everything in yesterday, you are working on today's. Understand? And you will know if you've submitted it, because when you hit submit, it gives you your beautiful grade up there. It's like a white page with your grade. That's all that's on it. That's how you know if you submitted it or not. Got it? So everybody know what you're working on. Go.